Welcome to Astrodology, the podcast that brings you knowledge, wisdom, and principles that can help you find the peace and comfort we all seek and deserve in our lives. Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Astrodology with Astrid. Oh my. It is December 10th, I'm recording this, just 2 days before the magical, incredible 12/12 Gateway. And I am really excited to bring this topic forth. 12/12 Gateway is something I've been looking forward to for the last 5 years. And here we are again, the 12/12 Gateway of 2025. Now last year I started something, maybe the prior year, even in 2023. On 12/12, I made a list of 12 things that I wanted to come to fruition. And I need to take a look at that list. I've periodically looked at it because it's now a year ago, but throughout this year I periodically looked at it. And the reason I looked at it is because all of a sudden, probably in the springtime, like I made the list of 12/12 things I wanted, and probably around springtime I started seeing 12/12 on the clock. Like almost every day. There was a time period where every day I saw 12/12. And then it got to a point where at least several times a week I'd see 12/12 or 444, which reduces to a 12. And first I was just like, wow, this is interesting. And then I remembered that I had written this list on 12/12. So I thought, is this trying to tell me that my dreams and everything I've been thinking about will come to fruition on 12/12? So I haven't looked at the list in a while, but I can't wait to take a look at it and check off and see what's happening there. I felt like 12/12 was like a beacon to say everything you've been wanting and wishing for will happen on 12/12. So I have to circle back and let you know what happens. But the date December 12th, often referred to as the 12/12 Gateway, holds deep spiritual and energetic significance. It's celebrated as a moment of heightened spiritual energy and transformation. Now, in numerology and metaphysical traditions, repeating numbers like 12/12 are believed to open portals of transformation, awakening, and alignment. The year 12/12 amplifies this energy even further, creating a powerful vibration associated with completion, renewal, and higher consciousness. The year 12/12 amplifies this vibration and also symbolizes a rare convergence of divine order, awakening, and renewal. So very, very powerful time. Let's talk about the numerology of 12/12. So right away you have a double 3, which is the number of creation. And then if you put 12/12 together, you get a 6, the number of the heart. So 12 symbolizes wholeness and divine order, and it appears throughout nature and the human systems. We've talked about this before, 12 months in a year, 12 zodiac signs, 12 hours on a clock, and 12 disciples in spiritual text. When doubled as 12/12, this energy is magnified, representing a moment of balance between the physical and the spiritual realms. And this is what I love about 12/12. It's kind of like you're, as it says, a gateway. You're going through a portal. You're going through a portal where you're living in this time-space reality, but you're stepping into a different time-space reality. So let's break this down. 1 represents new beginnings, leadership, and creation. And 2 represents harmony, partnership, and intuition. And together, 12 embodies the journey from individuality to unity, from self to collective consciousness. When repeated as 12/12, the sequence becomes a numerical code for spiritual awakening. And again, urging alignment with one's higher purpose and the collective evolution of humanity. The energy of the 1212 gateway is often described as a portal of ascension, like of rising, a time when cosmic energy support personal and planetary transformation. Many believe, that during this time period, there's a veil between this dimension and other dimensions, allowing for heightened intuition, clarity, and connection to higher realms. So some of the key themes that are associated with the 1212 gateway include activation of higher consciousness, like we become more conscious, more aware, and a call to awaken dormant spiritual gifts and expand our awareness. It's a time where we release and renew, letting go of outdated patterns to make space for new beginnings because of that number one energy. Alignment. This is a time to really get aligned with your purpose, your soul purpose in life, and reconnecting with inner truth and divine guidance. Another theme of this is collective unity, a reminder of humanity's interconnectedness and shared evolution. Also, it's about awakening and activating. So the 1212 gateway activates dormant DNA codes and higher states of awareness, encouraging a shift from our ego-based living to soul-centered consciousness. This is a time of release and renewal, and it invites us to release old patterns, old fears, and attachments, that no longer serve our growth, making space for new opportunities and higher vibrations. And again, 1212, as I said, equals the number 6. So automatically heart expansion, and the energy of 1212 resonates strongly with the heart chakra, promoting compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love. Unity consciousness this time reminds humanity of its interconnectedness, urging collective healing. And the key word these days is cooperation. There is manifestation power. The alignment of 1212 enhances manifestation energy and making this truly a time to set intentions and visualize desired outcomes. So let's talk a little bit about the historical and symbolic resonance of 1212. This year, 1212 itself carries symbolic weight. In medieval history, it marked a period of transformation and upheaval across Europe, reflecting the same energetic themes of change and awakening. Spiritually, the repetition of 12 in the year 1212 amplifies the vibration of divine order and completion, suggesting a cycle of endings and new beginnings on both personal and collective fronts. So we get to do both. Our collective, our personal, and our collective growth. Now, the peak energy of the 1212 gateway is strongest on the 12th, amplifying completion, new cycles, and spiritual growth. So while the peak and the most intense time of it is on the 12th of December, its influence can be felt for even weeks. This holds true when we celebrate a new moon or full moon. We usually have 2 weeks to live in the energy. So most suggest that the window of 1212 happens from 1212 to 1231. And so this is about a good window of opportunity for goal setting. So the 1212 gateway, we have time. So maybe you hear this podcast on 1213, 1214, maybe you're on 1215, but the energy still holds true. But if you can, I hope to goodness you hear this on 1212 so that you can really, really activate things. So what activities that usually happen, a common practice is setting 12 wishes and finding and listing obstacles to remove and visualize your goals. So one of the things that you can do that will bone up the desires is to do 12 things you're grateful for, 12 things that you made it through this year, and 12 things you're looking for in 2026. I think that would be amazing. So how to work with the energy of 1212. So, of course, I'm always going to mention meditation, so you already saw that coming. And visualization. Now, I've not been one that has been great at visualization, but I've really brought visualization into my life this year. I'm one of the types that I'm more of a sensory person, and I've always asked not to see things. But this time I've kind of opened up, like I have very vivid dreams, and now I can sit and close my eyes and actually start to visualize things. So if you can visualize, focus on light activation and expanding your heart. Of course, journaling is a great way to release old beliefs and set intentions for the coming cycle. Do energy clearing 100%. Sage, Palo Santo, energy sprays. Also incorporate sound, crystals, or breath work, or all of it. Do the full Monty on the 12th. Community connection to share insights and raise collective vibration. At its core, the 1212 Gateway carries a message of awakening, and it's a time to feel empowered. It calls for trust in divine timing and faith in the unfolding journey. The repeating pattern of 1212 serves as a reminder that every ending is a beginning. Every ending is a beginning, because as something ends, something else has to start, and that every challenge is an opportunity for transformation and growth. So during this time, this 1212 Gateway, and again, I'm going to go with 1212 through 1231, be encouraged to embrace authenticity and truth, and start with yourself, about yourself. Living from the heart, make a promise. Make one of your 12 wishes about living from your heart rather than fear. Recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings, that we're not just in silos here, we're all connected. We're all part of this planet. We're all part of the elemental energy. And then aligning, trying to figure out, what is it going to take? What do you need to release? What do you need to become to be the highest soul version of yourself? So these practices, of course, can be done anytime during the new moon, full moon, the first of the month, whenever you feel like it. But truly, energetically, 1212 is a day to do it. So the energies of the Gateway, bring this into your daily life, and it'll help foster clarity and balance. And in closing, the 1212 Gate of December 12th, 1212, it represents a powerful convergence of numerology and spiritual energies. It serves as a reminder of the cyclical nature of growth, the harmony between beginnings and endings, and the infinite potential within each of us that lies there within us. Whether viewed through the lens of numerology, whether you look at it through astrology, whether you look at it through personal reflection, 1212 invites a deeper connection to purpose, unity, and the unfolding journey of transformation. Just like I did the 1111 portal, right after it, the next day, the next month, I say not the next day, the next month was this 1212 Gateway. And these are magical. This is a magical time period for entering a new year. So again, this is a powerful convergence of cosmic and spiritual energies. It's a moment of awakening, balance, and renewal. And it's a reminder that humanity is a greater part of divine order. There is a divine order. And by aligning our vibration and really connecting with ourselves on 1212, it really becomes possible to release the old, embrace change and transformation, and be able to step into a higher state of consciousness that is guided by love, unity, and purpose. So the spiritual significance of 1212 is this beautiful, spiritual, deep, energetic pull. Let yourself be pulled and guided. Let your heart open and make that list of the 12 things you're grateful for, 12 things you overcame, and 12 things you want to see going forward in 2026. I will circle back, probably when I talk about the new moon in Sagittarius, I will give you an update on how I landed on the 12 things that I line listed 1 year ago, and I will do it again this year. I'll report back and let you know what that looked like from my end. I hope you really enjoy this time. It's on a Friday. Friday is Venus Day. Beauty, love, friendship. Maybe you gather card pulling. This is a great day to pull oracle cards, chakra cards, animal deck cards, tarot cards. It's a great day to ask the questions and pull the cards. And remember, whenever you're pulling cards, you're asking your higher self. You're not asking someone outside of you. You are connecting and asking your higher self. So I hope you found this information important and exciting and grateful. Do I have anything else to tell you about the 1212 portal? Okay, with the winter solstice just on the horizon, this is a time of profound spiritual preparation. So don't miss out. This is a chance to release what no longer serves you and embrace the luminous energy of renewal. I think renewal is the word of this day. The 1212 portal invites you to expand, elevate, and anchor yourself in the higher frequencies that are around us, because these higher frequencies will help shape the year ahead. When you see 1212, one of the things I forgot to mention is that whenever you see repeating numbers 333, 444, 1111, etc., it kind of says, what I've taken from seeing 1212 is that you are on the right track. And see how many times after doing a ritual or just sitting still or connecting on 1212, how many times you see 1212. And when you see 1212, remind yourself that it is saying you are on the right track, and maybe you've made mistakes, maybe you've taken a longer path than you think you should have, and maybe you feel unsure about yourself and your journey. And then remind yourself that this powerful 1212 energy portal opening is here to assure you that you are exactly where you are meant to be, and that you are doing exactly what you need to do to move forward and revolutionize your life. The idea is, if you were supposed to have done something by now, you would have. This 1212 energy at the end of the year, every year, we're receiving one final push from the universe that says, trust your intuition, take a leap of faith, and align ourselves with our desired outcomes as we strive towards our highest good. By trusting in the omens and energies around us, we will start to see the answers and solutions that we have been seeking, and will be blessed abundantly. I leave you with namaste, namaste, namaste. Have you said it? It is done. Remember, it is done, it is done, it is done. Happy 1212 Gateway. I'll look forward to talking to you in the next podcast when I cover the new moon in Sagittarius. Next week on the 19th, we have this beautiful, the last new moon of 2025. Not to be missed. Thank you as always for tuning in to this episode of Astrology with Astrid. I'd love to hear from you regarding any insights that you've had about 1212. You can comment on my Instagram. You can send me an email at astridkastenberg@gmail. You can text me, etc., etc. But until then, be well, stay safe, and enjoy this beautiful, amazing holiday season. Namaste.
Thank
Thank you for listening to Astrodology. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help support the podcast, please hit the subscribe button and tell your friends about it by sharing this program on social media. You can also follow me on Instagram at Coda Life Goddess or at CodaLife.com. Coda is C-O-T-A, Coda Life Goddess or CodaLife.com. Thank you again for listening to Astrodology, and I'll see you next time.